Hi everyone, this is Amy with My Plant Passion. Today we're going to talk about how to take care of the Alocasia Polly plant, or what is also known as the African mask plant. They have gorgeous leaves that look like arrowheads, which is amazing. They also have this neat under the leaf. If you can zoom in and take a look at that, it's purple, which is, as you can see, one of my favorite colors. And it's this gorgeous dark purple. Let's see, go ahead and do that. Okay, and so these are not for beginners. I do not recommend these for beginners because these guys are a little temperamental. They also are a tropical plant, which means if they get too cold, they will start going dormant and look like they're going to die on you. So the other thing is if it does start going dormant, don't throw it away, because it is possible, as long as the roots are still alive, it may come back. So it should come back. So with these, you're going to want to keep it moist but not wet. These are really prone to root rot. And how I water mine is I'm starting to water a lot of mine from the bottom. And what I do is I put like about an inch, and an inch would be like your finger, like the tip of your finger, like about like that. That would be an inch, right there where the line is on your index finger. That's about an inch. And I use this because the bottom of this is really flat, and it doesn't really give you much room for the water to get soaked up in there. So these are pretty cheap. I have a bunch of these in different sizes. They have like these little dips that can basically raise the pot up to where the water goes right up where it needs to. And you can do that, leave it in there for about 10-20 minutes like that, and it'll suck up what it needs. That way, it does not, it's harder to overwater these guys if you water from the bottom up. And every once in a while, you are going to want to water from the top because it helps flush out the soil a little bit. So like maybe once a month do that, and then once a week, or how often you need to water these. It depends on the soil. What I like to do is I use my moisture meter. Sometimes if I want to be really accurate, I use my finger, and I'll stick my finger in there kind of in the bottom. And actually I just watered this one not too long ago. He's still looking good. He's a little dry on the top, but down here is fairly wet. And let's see, go ahead and move that out of the way here. Okay, so I just stick my finger down here like that, and it does seem a little damp. I probably need to water him in a couple days. I would just check them just to make sure. And also in the wintertime, you're going to want to water less. Also, you're going to want to not fertilize them until the growing season. Once a month, use a liquid fertilizer, and like half strength. That way you don't fry them up. And also on the alocasias, make sure they're fairly moist when you do it. That way they're getting the nutrients that they need without being basically the liquid fertilizer in dry soil. That's not going to go very good. Also, these are poisonous. They're toxic to humans. So if you have kids, don't let them eat them. And if you have pets, cats, dogs, horses, whatever, don't let them eat them because alocasias are actually toxic. And these guys are also prone to root rot. So that's another reason why I do water from below. And they like it humid and warm and away from drafts. So I would keep it about 65 to 85 degrees. That is going, and they like also very bright light. Indirect bright light though. If you don't have bright light, indirect bright light, use grow lights. I have 3 different grow lights. So they do work. And they do like it very humid, anywhere from like 65% to 75% if you can tolerate it. So yeah, I use a humidifier. Also, you can like put it on top of rocks with water and that type of thing. And if you're wondering what that white stuff is in the soil here, that white stuff is diatomaceous earth, and these guys are prone to spider mites. And also, because I have so many plants, I also have a lot of those little soil gnats that drive me crazy. So these actually help cut that down. And I use also little fly traps or whatever, and that also helps basically get the ones that are flying around. But these guys are, I don't know what it is about them. I have not had spider mites on these. Spider mites like citrus big time. We have some citrus that do have spider mites on them, and I treated it with some neem oil and like a mixture of neem oil and castile soap, and I put some diatomaceous earth in there, and it basically helps get rid of them or helps keep them at bay. So again, alocasias are definitely prone to spider mites. And also, they do not like drafts. These guys can also flower, which is really strange. I've not seen one. I've seen pictures of them flower, and it's not like your traditional flower, but it looks very, very strange. You can leave it on there, or you can also cut it off if you want. But this is the Alocasia Polly, and also known as the African mask, and they have the gorgeous leaves that look like arrowheads. Now, the Amazonica, I think it's called, I believe those are actually a bigger version of these, but this is called the Polly. And so thank you so much for watching my video today. And okay, so thank you so much again for watching my video. Remember, for your mind, body, and soul, to play in the dirt. Thank you. Bye for now.